Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 2 with the Bedlam deck, the Bedlam Burn deck. I'm just going to show you some changes I've made to the deck. I've put a Collective Brutality over to the sideboard. I think 3 is the right number. Put in some Tormenting Voices and cut a Goblin Dark-Dweller. So that's what we've done to the main. The side I did cut a Languish, and that way we still have the room for the Collective Brutality in the sideboard. I still think it's a really good card versus anything that uses instant or sorceries. Just the advantage you get off of that. So that is the changes we made right now. I think the Tormenting Voices will help us with our fixing. I cut a Geier Sanitarium as well as added a Shivan Reef and a Mountain, I believe. What else just a Geier Reef for a Reef is what we did. So anywho, let's go over here, and we want to keep this hand. It's fine. We do need to hit lands, but we have control. Definitely control. And Collective Brutality works very well with the 2 cards in our hand. So it's a Smoldering Vent. And we do hit our 3rd source, so that's good. And it looks like we're going to go up against black-white control most likely. So Tormenting Voice will be good next turn. We can get some advantage with an Alms. And this is definitely a deck where we can just go damage to the face. The Vent is a bit of an issue, but we have the Fire Temper for the Vent. And he's actually going to use a Sanitarium, which actually works very well. For our deck. So anyway, I might just pass the turn here. No, because he might just use the Sanitarium in a turn. I'm going to allow him to do so. I think that's fine. Oh, he did not use it. He likes his hand. I thought for sure he would tap it and use the... Still playing Lango, which I think is fine. I don't think we need to Fire Temper him in a turn, because I'd rather keep the Fire Temper. But now this allows us to actually use the Tormenting Voice and still keep up. And these control decks are really bad versus burn, as they don't really have any way to interact with the damage to the face. So I feel very far ahead now. Gideon could come out next turn. I do think that he will use the Sanitarium now. Yeah, perfect. So we will go ahead and discard the Alms and Madness it again. And so we are so far ahead. In fact, we have 6 damage with the Fire Temper, and then another... Hopefully drawing a land is Reality Smasher him. So Thalia's Lancer he goes and gets. This is just going to be the Angel control deck. He could go get Gisela. He's going to go get Linvala, which puts him... Yeah, didn't hit the land. So he will just get a 5/5. I could Collective Brutality here to do some more damage, because he will get out that. I don't think there's any way I can do anything about the Linvala. So I could Collective Brutality just to see what's in his hand and do 2 damage and Fiery Temper him. So I think that's the right play. So we're going to Collective Brutality, Instant Sorcery, and 2 damage. And at this point, we just discard a Fiery Temper. Because I'm not too concerned about the Thalia's Lancer. And Declaration Stone, Languish, Anguish, Unmaking, Ultimate Price, all of them are terrible. I think just the Declaration in Stone. I really don't even worry about any of these. Because the Anguish Unmaking, he can go ahead and lose. So I'll just take the Declaration. So he's got to cast the Thousands Lancers come in, we go down to 24. And here comes Linvala. We'll Lightning Axe it. And hopefully get a Reality Smasher. So Linvala comes out. I do believe we Axe it. And just get rid of this Call the Bloodline. I don't think we need it. And again, hopefully we just draw into a land. We do. So now Reality Smasher can come down. Get him down to a 9, and we actually have 6 damage on board. And you can cast an Anguish Unmaking that actually takes 3 damage. We will just get rid of the land. So he's getting desperate. He gets rid of a land as well. I gotta think he's got an Anguish Unmaking the Reality Smasher. But that just killed him, so he also has to discard a card, which he discards the ultimate price. And we'll just use a Fire Temper and an Incendiary Flow next turn. Could actually Bedlam Reveler. I don't want to give him any more information though, so just Fire Temper and the Flow. So that was even the 5 life that Linvala provided. So we'll go to the sideboard. He'll take out like Languishes, I'm sure. I think Self-Inflicted Wound are great here. It gets rid of Gisela. Gets rid of most of those. Prying Questions is actually pretty good. It's just damage. This is actually where I like Thought-Knot Seer and Reality Smashers. Languishes, of course not. Nahiri's Wrath we don't need. Kolaghan's Command is also pretty sweet versus a deck that's trying to get card advantage over me. Same thing with Collective Brutality. I'm not sure we need that many of it because the modes are not that relevant. So I'm just going to go down to like maybe 2 of. I think Lightning Axes are still good because it takes care of all of the cards in his deck that I think are going to give us issues. So here, maybe Tormenting Voice is not a card we need. And Bedlam Reveler, believe it or not, I think can be cut a little bit since we're bringing in Thought-Knot Seers. We do want a few of them. So yeah, Brutality can just completely be cut. So, because they do have Anguish Unmaking, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm trying to think of other cards that we have to worry about that are instant or sorcery, and I'm not really... Yeah, I don't really see any that are going to give me that big of a problem. Call the Bloodline is interesting. I think we want to keep it, and one of Avacyn's Judgment. It can do a ton of damage late game. It is our late game go-to card, but cards like Collective Defiance I think we want. I'm not going to bring in from under the floorboards. The card is just kind of awkward. I don't know where it fits in. So I think also Self-Inflicted Wounds are just unnecessary. Because again, it gets rid of Gisela, but everything in our deck basically gets rid of Gisela. But I would want like 1 Tormenting Voice. Does Kolaghan's Command as just a 3 of too much? 2 damage creature? Yeah, I think actually Kolaghan's Command is just too much as a 3 of. And then we can bring in... I'll leave 1 Collective Brutality in. Alright, so this is fine. We'll keep it. Land Go is definitely a good strategy versus this deck. We can take care of the Gisela. Lightning Axe is okay. We'll just go Smoldering Marsh into play tap. So Hangerback Walker, I do believe we just kill it. So there's the Sanitarium again, which he's just going to use right now. We'll just ship a Smoldering Marsh, probably. I'm actually going to ship a Lightning Axe. Let's do Smoldering Marsh. Pass the turn. We have so here I do think we just Alms him. So he's digging for a Linvala or a Thalia's Lieutenant here. And he did get the Lancer. And does go get Linvala. So it's very similar to the turn before. Do I need to kill the Lancer at this point? I don't think so. I think we just pass. And we can Fiery Temper him end a turn. I could 2 damage and make him discard a card. Because we do want to Lightning Axe that. Yeah, I actually think we just flow him here. So Linvala's coming out. No, he's 1 off from Linvala. So we make him discard a card and do 2 damage to him. Damage to him. Damage to him. Damage to him. And he gets rid of another Thalia's Lieutenant, which is a relevant card at this point. So he lets me untap, so I think we'll just play a Mountain. And then pass the turn. And if he uses the Sanitarium, then we get the Fiery Temper. And if not, we just get a Fire Temper anyway, so. And he has Linvala. It's just going to gain 4 life off the Blessed Alliance. Well, that's a thing. Still a card. Here comes Linvala. I am down to an 18. The Lieutenant is going to get a little bit out of hand. Okay, so we will just go another Swamp, I think. And then this is where Goblin Dark-Dwellers gets beautiful here. We'll Goblin Dark-Dwellers for Lightning Axe. Discard a Fiery Temper. Kill off the Linvala. He has 3 cards in hand. And he has to deal with the Goblin Dark-Dwellers, which he'll have 4 cards now. The Sanitarium would be very, very rough. No, because I get to draw a card first. So I'll end up discarding whatever. Duress just misses. So that's really good. And Ruinous Path, which the Goblin Dark-Dwellers got advantage. So I'm keeping up really good advantage here. and a hanger back just on 1. So attacking for 4. I just might run out of steam, though, is the crazy thing. We did draw quite a few lands here. We get to draw 3 cards, though. So I would like to just hit any sort of land. Reality Smasher is interesting. Can we cast both? I think we can. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we can cast both. So that was actually a great draw. He's down to a 10. 2 cards in hand. We have 3 life from the Lightning Axe next turn. I'll attack him with both. Make him react. He has 1 card in hand. Hangerback should probably, he's going to go both on. And we'll Lightning Axe the Thalia's Lieutenant. Which still gets 3, and the Reveler goes up 2 prowess triggers. So that's just game. So that worked out really well. Pretty sweet deck. I liked it. The Reveler, that flowed a lot better. That match flowed so much better than green-white tokens. So 2 tier 1 decks so far, 1-1. We'll go on to the next match. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.